Good morning. It's Sunday the 26th of April 2020. We're in about the fourth week of lockdown now, and I'm just going out for a little run locally around Marks Tay, so I thought we'd take the camera along and have a look at some of the local footpaths that we've got around here. Okay, so let's get on with it. Down here is Garner's Way, which is an ancient lane which our local parish council are trying to make into an official footpath. Very pleasant. It's a really beautiful morning this morning. At this point, although the lane continues, it does get very wet and muddy down there, so we're going to hop out onto this field. Not officially a footpath, but as you can see, it's well used by dog walkers and even, as I say it myself, the occasional runner. Around to the right here. The footpath turns round to the right here, and we move away from the railway line. Then out onto Elm Lane and join the footpath over this side. The pitches, or are the pitches I should say, where fearing falcons hold their home matches. Footpath along here does get overgrown. And just follow the footpath. Okay, you've got a choice here. You can go right down here, which will actually take you out onto the A120. The ground can be a bit rough here. Right, so come across the field and we reach this post, sort of multitude of signs on it, and public footpath goes off to the right. If you go off there, it depends on what the farmer's growing on the field. If you go off there, sometimes there's a clear-cut path over to the A120. Actually takes you out near the King's Arms. It's not always a clear path across there though. If we go round this way, so the left as we're looking at the footpath post, then that's the bridleway, and that takes us down through a rather pleasant little stretch of wood down to Old Road, and from there you can do a left and a left again, circle back to Elm Lane if you want. So we're going to go straight on here. This footpath has curved round, and now we have to go out onto the A120, but it's only for a short distance. Well, there you go, there's the A120, as you do not often see it. Okay. Nothing coming in either direction. Right, so we are going down Hoochins Lane at the moment. Obviously wedding business must be pretty much affected at the moment. We're going to follow this lovely new sign here for the Essex Way, and we're going to head back to Marks Tay. To give you an idea of the distance, we're about 3 miles in at the moment. So we're coming to the end of this greener part of the track, but it's important here that the actual path follows round here to the left. Okay, so you do a left and a right. The end of this little track now, and again we have choices. This morning, because it's a bit shorter, we can head back this way, so come to the end of the hedge and do a right, obviously. So we're going to go down this lane. I think we do have to stop at some point and comment on the oilseed rape. It's just getting to be past its best now, but what a glorious colour. Right, so coming to the end of this footpath, there's a number of is a footpath which will bring you out by Salmon's Farm, which is a bit further down, which is the way I want to go. At this point then, carry straight on, don't go round to the right. This rather nice track, and you'll notice footpath sign. It takes you in here. This is a fairly new footpath. It was rerouted because originally it went right through the people's back garden here. So go along here, and this brings us out onto Salmon's Lane. So you'll know where you are when you see the Uphall Farm sign. Obviously if you're following this as a local, and we're going to do a right at that footpath sign, and we're heading down now towards the A120. Okay, and then at this point a rather nice footpath which goes off here. Okay, so we're going to go down this footpath. I'll just stop for a minute here and listen to those birds singing. Right, along here the nice little footpath comes to an end for a while. We cross over this field, pretty obviously which way the footpath goes, to the end of that field, and at this point the footpath, again it's pretty clear which way to go, but straight across, and it reverts back into the nice little track again. So along here, okay, over the footbridge, again it's pretty clear which way to go. We're going straight across here towards the end of the hedge over there. You can see here that the farmer has been really helpful. So thank you, farmer. I wish they'd all do that. Make life so much easier. Right. At this point, quite clearly the footpath goes round to the left along the edge of the field. Well, he's left a little bit of headland there. Again, footpath clearly marked over this footbridge. Not the most inspiring bit of field here. Okay. Church Lane. So this is Church Lane, Little Tay. A nice place to just stop and have a sit down. The road ahead there is a dead end. It leads onto a byway. Right, there we are. Lovely old church. It's well worth a look inside. We had a look inside there once, and there's some old wall paintings, so that's worth a look if you're into sort of history. Back to our walk, jog, run, call it what you will. As you can see, the footpath sign hidden in the bushes there pointing this way, so we are going to go cut across the field and get back to the Great Tay Road that way. So not straight across the field here, we go round the bend a little bit first. And again you can see a public footpath sign there, and you can see that it goes straight across the field here. Right, so down here out onto the Great Tay Road. Right, so just jogging down the Great Tay Road for a little way, not too far, you can see there's a public footpath sign. So we're going to go across there, and that will take us to ultimately to Mott's Lane. We're heading for the edge of the hedge over here. Well, we're probably about 5.5 miles done on the jog or run or amble, whatever you want to call it. Okay, at the end, the footpath sign quite clearly pointing the way to go. Know where you are now, out in Mott's Lane, A120 and home. Right, another useful little footpath there that will take you out ultimately to Elm Lane. Right, we're back more or less to our starting point. Back down there is Garner's Way, the ancient lane. There we are, back at the bars. Right, so 6.85 miles done on my watch. So for the walk, jog, it will be a tad over 6 because of all the playing around that I did with the camera. You don't have to go very far to get out in the countryside. That's it, I'm back home now, so I'll go and have a shower, put my feet up, take it easy for today.